Do we stay on Nora's little...
No, we gotta leave. We gotta leave that
But
behind.
the feedback that we've gotten is that we don't listen to each other. We just...
That's fine.
We
What's
don't
next?
We shouldn't listen to that.
We're your hosts, Tara, Nora, and Allie, and you're listening to Bad Advice Only.
We're just three New York City rats talking about scurrying around the Big Apple. Here, we make the New York City mistakes so you don't have to.
We're begging you. Leave us a review and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Bad Advice Only NYC. We release new episodes every Monday, so stay tuned, rats.
Yeah, Nora's still unwell.
I've been sick for
2 weeks?
90 days and counting.
It's just like the shitting, the throwing up,
The shitting's... I'm just not shitting now.
the brain fog.
Oh, really?
Like, it's not COVID.
No, I think it is COVID.
No.
Why?
Because, like, the CDC says COVID's over in, like,
What?
less than 5 days now.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
No.
you guys didn't see that?
The CDC said that COVID's dead upon arrival.
No, I said over in less than 5 days.
Like
What does
the
that mean?
symptoms?
Oh.
So,
Well, the only reason I say this is because when I was really congested in California, happy to be back, by the way, ladies.
We
Thank
missed
you so much
you.
for my
We
welcome.
I
Fuck you.
didn't even notice you were gone.
I was so congested that, like, I was trying to smell my really potent deodorant, and I couldn't, and I thought I had COVID. But then I did a one-up, but you just did, and I could smell it again. So just keep doing that.
What's your potent deodorant?
I just bought a new deodorant from Sand and Stone.
What's that?
I don't know.
Is that a
Give
give them a
fancy-
shout out. Sponsor.
Sand and Stone.
Please
you want to know where I
sponsor
got
us.
these pit scents from? Anyway, it's pretty potent.
So welcome back.
Thank you.
Ra-
Great episode last week.
You think so?
Yeah, it was really unhinged. I had hives towards the end. Like, it started off really just comical, and then I kept just nervous laughing at the end.
No, we were nervous about laughing
Oh,
too.
God.
Tara was like, I'm sweating. Like, I'm so
my gosh.
uncomfortable.
I did start to sweat when Nora reminded me of like one particular childhood trauma.
No dinner.
Yeah.
That's-
That's kind of fucked up now.
That's
that I
like
think
child
about it.
abuse.
But it's funny because we've never
Yeah.
like spoken of it or acknowledged it, and like
Because
when
it was
we were
normal for us.
when we were
Tara-
talking live is when I was like, yeah, this seems weird, doesn't it?
Tara's panic, like, you could tell that it was like the first time she's remembered this. Like, it's like in all of her therapy. This has never come up. And
I've
then
covered
also,
all the other fucked up things that happened to me.
that was, you barely chipped the top of the ice block there. Like, I feel like
Did she really fucked up that?
You wanna try?
No, that was
I don't know
pretty
what the phrase is.
no. You really chopped up the tip of the ice block.
Well, like, you know when you like a sculpture from ice, it's an ice block.
sure.
Oh, you're not going with the iceberg
No,
reference?
I was in my mind. I had envisioned an ice block.
That's not right. Go on.
How do you carve ice sculptures
Well, that's
No,
irrelevant.
That's not,
from an ice block?
No, you're right.
Okay.
You're absolutely right, but there's absolutely no like saying.
Well, now there is.
There's- the saying is you scratch the surface or the tip of the iceberg.
tip of the
Okay,
iceberg.
okay. But no, I was really anxious. Like, every time,
Oh,
right
no.
before Tara would be like, thank God Allie's not here, I'd be like, oh, thank God I'm not there for this. Like, every time.
Honestly, I wish you were because it would have been nice to maybe stop us.
Yeah. Stop the trauma dumping.
Yeah.
Nope.
I was thinking because we got some feedback from our other rats, our rat pack.
We got a few recommendations of products to
Like
buy.
Xanax or like
No, we got
lorazepam?
some hair ties. We got
Yeah, our friend that wishes to remain anonymous, the beautiful dentist, shout out, sent some lovely links for socks, for hair ties, and for state
You guys
outfits.
literally sounded homeless.
no, I know. That's the trauma.
Do you have any childhood traumas from that resurfaced being around your sister this week?
That's a loaded question.
If you could
Only.
see the contemplation.
It's honestly, it's hard to say. It was a long week, you guys. I'm happy to be home. I was happy to see my sister and my niece.
I'm happy you're home. What are you
Yeah.
doing for Rosh Hashanah?
Oh, I was just talking with a colleague this morning who
Nora,
is in.
Rosh Hashanah is a Jewish holiday that's this week.
It's our new year, so
Oh.
Why'd you guys pick a different
Happy
New Year?
New Year,
Oh,
Allie,
Happy
would
New
be
Year.
nice.
Happy New Year,
Allie.
my little
Thank you,
Jira.
Tara.
Happy Rosh Hashanah.
Thank you. Anyway, no, I'm not doing anything. I went to my back doctor and they gave me all those pills.
Oh.
And they were
Let's
like,
backtrack for the rat.
oh,
Your back
I
doctor?
hurt my back. Rats.
Getting fucked.
Getting fucked. No, I don't know what I did, but it's
It
not
wasn't.
good, and I can't sleep, nor can I sit.
Did they recommend maybe a breast reduction?
No, which I thought they were going to.
Yeah, maybe it is those.
I thought they were going to.
What do you
so
mean
I-
maybe? It's obviously those missiles on your fucking chest.
Yeah,
I
they're
didn't
like,
think
do you
of
do
that.
core workout? I'm like, all I do is core, and yet this still, I hunch forward because of gravity. It was the most New York experience, you guys. I can't wait to tell you about this. I'm shocked I forgot to tell you this yesterday. So I walk into the doctor's appointment, and they're like, so you have back pain? And I'm like, yeah. Doesn't even let me get 2 words out. They're like, you can go into detail with the doctor. I'm like, great. The doctor comes in, he's like, you got back pain? I'm like, yeah. He's like,
Who talks
welcome to the rest of humanity, okay? 80% of us have lower back pain. It's the most common type of pain.
Is yours
I'm like,
lower?
okay, yeah.
Okay.
But, like, I was like, oh, I think it might be my hips. Like, just for context, like, I walk literally everywhere. Like, I do workouts all the time that are, like, probably really bad for my back. Like, I
high
wonder if
impact.
it's, like, a hip misalignment or something. Like, and he's like, no. You have 3 options. You can take pills, you can go to physical therapy, or surgery. But we're not going to consider surgery.
Dude, I'm so sick of doctors telling me that I can't consider surgery. Just put me the fuck
Yeah,
under.
knock me out.
No, I'm good. I
Fiddle
don't want
around in
spinal
there.
surgery, you guys. Especially from this nut.
You and I can do it together. Nora will take care of us.
No.
Do you want to die?
Yeah, Nora couldn't even lift my legs into bed.
Yeah.
Imagine me. You're fucking like a third of my body weight. Nora would just leave me to die on the floor.
I'd be like, can't get her up. She's
Be
done.
like, she call in a forklift or something like really humiliating for me.
Like, call the fire department. We're gonna need a few
And she would
minutes.
just like take pictures of me like sprawled out,
Oh,
planking
yeah.
on the floor.
I know our chatter is going long, but this reminds me of something that I must tell y'all. Okay,
Go
so you know how we love 1,000-Pound Sisters and like 600-Pound Life? We
You
like
and
all-
Nora love that.
Okay,
Don't
Allie's
include me in this.
uncomfortable by the shows. But Nora and I love them. But okay,
We're
so
fans. We're
one
not
of
being
the most
mean.
famous, like heaviest people back in the day, this is like 20 years ago, was in New York City. He made the news because they had to cut out the doorway of his home and get a crane.
I remember this. They craned him out.
Yeah, my physical therapist worked on him.
Shut the fuck up.
So
So
helped him get back.
he's
to-
equipped to handle my girth.
That's
So we'll
exactly where I was
call him.
going.
We'll call him. What's the topic today?
Well, Tara and I were throwing around a few ideas,
We're
but I
passing
guess.
the ball back and forth.
So you don't have.
Do you
one.
have anything? Because I can wing it. Okay, I'm winging it. So the topic is things that you can do for cheap in New York City.
So
well.
there is a little context to this. Allie and I did talk about the episode. Did we plan it as well as we normally do? No.
No.
But are we gonna bring our best foot forward? Also no. Especially with the way Nora's been lately, I really feel like our 50% is basically 100% for Nora.
I haven't been here in 2 weeks, so you're right.
Nora's been a fucking mess. Her overthinking. Okay, listener, she's been
Yeah.
complaining of brain fog. All I hear is her overthinking. All she's been doing is worrying that she has fucking AIDS.
I don't even want to put it on record because I might. I don't even want to say it on record because what if I do?
Why do you think you have AIDS?
Because I threw up, I got the shits, I got the brain fog.
Are those symptoms of AIDS?
AIDS is like pin and needles, baby girl.
pin and needles?
Like the
it
pin
would-
and needles feeling.
I don't have that.
Then you're probably not. Probably
My
not
neck
AIDS.
might have AIDS then.
I think it's HIV at first, just so y'all know. But
And then she spiraled even further. And I said, AIDS is really hard to come by these days.
well, here's what happened. And here's
No, that's not true.
here's the
Seconded
reason.
by the tongue.
Here's the reason
No.
I felt safe my whole life having unprotected sex because one time Allie and I went to Planned Parenthood, and I'm not gonna tell the whole
We've
story.
already told this.
So don't worry. But when I was in there and I at the time was like, oh my God, what if I have HIV? The guy who was like testing me was like, oh, you'd need to absorb a huge amount of cum to get HIV. So I kind of
What?
lived I lived off that for a
From
few
a
years.
guy from Planned Parenthood, like a
mean, there's-
volunteer organization, not run by.
Whoa. We're not going to hate on
Yeah.
the
I'm not
wonderful
hating on Planned Parenthood. However, if I was going to take
But that's what he
unprotected
said.
sex
I
advice,
do want to know about the amount of cum, though. Like a liter?
I don't know, but the point is I didn't absorb any amounts of cum because, as y'all know, I'm not on the pill.
So she does the old pull-out
The old
method.
spray and pray.
No.
What? Is that not it?
stay and pray.
Spray and pray?
Spray and pray, I thought, is like when you're still inside.
No, I thought that was when you rip it out and you...
It's definitely a saying.
Yeah, it's definitely a saying.
You got scratched the tip of the ice
got
block.
We gotta.
The ice block.
Okay, I digress.
I'm gonna post a picture of an ice block, you guys.
It's unrelated. It's irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Why don't you
Okay,
just
so-
let me have this, AIDS?
Guys, it's not gonna be funny when I test positive.
I mean,
I can't even edit
Can't
this.
wait.
I'm
We'll
so
I'm
scared.
not taking care of you.
we will find humor in it somehow.
I've already been mentally preparing for like all week.
If Nora dies, I'm her beneficiary, so I get all of her money. So
Oh,
we're going out.
we're going on a shopping spree.
Well, you know, I don't really care about
that's
you.
One eye, Nora just
Allie
lifted
and I
one
are gonna
eye.
get a
so
yacht.
Please don't waste my hard-earned money.
Was it that hard?
hard earned.
Wasn't that
You fucker.
hard? Anyways, I digress.
Was it that hard?
Allie and I were reflecting on last week's episode with our money trauma, and Allie thought it would be a good idea to maybe look at back at rat stuff, basically.
Right.
And sent me a link to free or cheap opportunities and things to do in New York City. So I think she's kind of enabling our rat-like
I can't believe you
behavior.
even had to look this up. Tara has been doing free and cheap things her whole life.
It was legal. This is a list of legal things.
She got me good there.
It's so fun.
Got her.
I have paid for every amount of drug I've ever
It was
consumed
more like
in New York
talking about the
City.
bus, but that's okay.
You know, jalapeno dick is the reason I steal the bus.
They're
And he's-
cracking down on the bus,
cracking
y'all.
down.
There's a bus bouncer now. Rats, warning. Stop stealing the bus.
You know, when you see those signs that's like speed trap ahead, or like, do you know what that is,
Does
Ellie?
the bus bouncers stand outside of the bus?
No, they're
They're
on
on
the
the
bus.
bus and they're mean.
And they're mean.
They're really rude.
Rats,
They're
watch
power
out.
hungry.
Especially the M14, the bus bouncers are back and they are checking tickets.
And M8, they are on a power trip.
Oh, the M8 bus bouncers are on a fucking
I feel like you're
power
just reading
trip.
off Scrabble chips. That's like M and then like the numbers, like 8 points.
See, Allie's never taken the bus, listener.
Do you know what the M stands for?
No.
Metro.
Manhattan. Fuck.
Ah, so you probably have J
I
buses.
probably have an N. For new. Jersey?
I forgot about the new
I
in
think
Jersey.
y'all say NJ, but like the Brooklyn buses are B then a number. Can you guess
The
any
fact
other?
that you've taken the bus in Brooklyn.
It was a free shuttle actually because the G was down all summer and I
That's
was in
weird.
a long
That
distance
didn't make my
relationship.
list of town and country free and cheap things to do in Manhattan.
Guys, oh no, I think my wart's coming back. Do they regrow?
Yes.
If you masturbate, you know, that's what they used to say. When we were
I think that was just for men.
I think warts are also like a sign of sickness.
no.
Oh, that was on the HIV list. I swear to Jesus.
She's just looking at her hands, combing for warts. I swear to God, if I leave this room with
Warty
fucking warts and a sniffle, I'm coming for you bitches. I don't want your AIDS.
Fuck! It's not gonna be funny when I have it.
Well, I met my deductible, so I can go get this little sucker frozen off, right?
You can buy shit at CVS.
No, I can't.
Why are you still? Has payday not happened yet?
Every time she gets paid, she's like, and my money's all gone.
It's
I'm not getting
all
paid right now.
gone.
Oh, shit.
No shit.
Yeah,
Work gets
it's all
withholding.
post-tax. I'm putting a post-tax 401k, so I don't have
Allie's been
paychecks.
stealing from the company again, and they're just withholding instead of firing her.
Dude. All right, so anyone who want to guess some free shit to do in New York?
You know what pisses me off? I know what they're gonna say. I know what they're gonna
They're gonna say
say.
the
You
fucking
read the article.
museums.
Of course you know what they're going to
I
say.
didn't read it.
God
I didn't
damn.
do that much research. I went down another rabbit
There's
hole
a
looking.
there's
No.
a museum here that's
Let me
pay
talk.
what you there's a museum here that's pay what you wish.
Good job. Free museum days.
I want to be clear. It's like, I think it's the Met, and it's a pay what you wish. So I went in one time, and I went in, and they said, how much do you want to, pay? It's pay what you wish. And I said, I'd like to pay nothing. And they said, well, the museum's not free. You have to pay something. And then I said, okay, I'll pay $1. And they said, okay.
Greedy bitches.
I think it's like that for more than that museum because we took our dad to the Natural History Museum. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And if you have, did you say gay?
No, you're so right. There's something about it.
It gets the homos excited.
They got all those. Whoa! Before we get into it,
get into what we haven't even started.
Barely.
We haven't
even started chipping away at that box.
But listen, everything in the Natural History Museum is
dead.
It's all fake. It's all fucking fake.
I know,
they keep the real bones under the
Of course,
building.
you think they have a real fucking dead whale hanging from the ceiling?
Well, the
They
whale.
should if they're advertising
but the T-Rex is fake. All the dinos are fake.
They
They're
had a
all
meteor
fucking
out,
not
and
there.
our dad
The
was
meteor's
so
fake.
excited to touch it. And I was like, they wouldn't let you touch it if it were real, Dad. And he was like, no, it's real. And so I Googled it and shattered Dad's
Everything's
dreams.
fake. It's all the real shit's underground.
Why'd you gotta tell him?
How do you feel now, Dad?
Yeah,
I wrecked
Dad.
your
How
childhood
did you-
dreams just like you wrecked my childhood.
Your trauma's showing. Anyway, you're right. It's multiple museums.
So
You're like, suck it, Dad. It's just like,
let's go back to the museums.
Which is free to the public on Fridays from 7 to 9 is the Morgan Library and Museum, for example.
Never
wanna
heard
know
of
a
it.
real
Me
fucked
either.
up one?
Lame. Not only is there floor-to-ceiling bookshelves, but there's also a fireplace that looks as though it belongs to Beauty and the Beast.
I've never heard
Museums
of it.
like the Met and MoMA are reserve admission perks for New York residents, and the Jewish Museum, shout out, and Brooklyn Museum offer free days to the general public.
What about to Jews?
The 9/11 museum is free certain days.
Who would go to that?
It's so sad.
No,
Tara's
that's what I'm
been.
Tara's
saying.
been.
Like, I do not want to go there.
One of my Jersey friends wanted to do it. She felt like she needed culture, and I was like, "You watch this happen."
Like, do I just want to
middle
go
school, girl?
cry? Like, I
Oh,
don't,
it was
I don't want
sob
to do
fest.
that.
It was so sad.
They also have Catch a Movie in Bryant Park, which is really only real over the summer. Y'all ever
Okay.
done that?
No,
Yeah.
I'm anti-watching movies with strangers. It's not my thing.
Do you go to the
Especially
movie theater?
outside.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We went and saw Dune with some strangers.
I just don't like the whole like, oh, it's in a park and we're gonna sit in the weather and watch a movie and the quality's bad. I can't hear. I don't like it. I've never tried it.
You've done it,
Yeah,
Tara.
it's lovely.
Is it?
Absolutely.
Stark difference of opinions.
And no snacks
You
offered.
bring your own snacks.
Just like the
It's
real
a free
movies.
movie.
Just like the real movies, you bring your own snacks and you don't even have to smuggle them in. So I was gonna say parks. Obviously, I love the parks, and I know Nora's gonna shit on my free parks that I love. What do you gotta say?
Parks are dumb. I want to get rid of them.
Yeah, Nora's wanted to like build.
Guys, I have like a slight tangent, which is that Tara and I have a girl staying with us this weekend who's from Ireland.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Shout out.
Oh, we're not talking shit on her.
Oh, she a cunt?
We're not talking shit. I just she set a
Can I say
meeting.
cunt on the air?
Absolutely.
Sure. She set a meeting with us to discuss her concerns. She is so scared of being shot in New York. She's like very, very scared of guns. And I'm like trying to like calm her, and I'm like, look, I've been here my whole life, like I never seen a gun. And I'm like, well, I guess there was this one guy who got shot a few weeks ago in
When
Tompkins
we were walking
Square.
by the park.
I'm like, yeah,
actively.
somebody got shot, but he didn't even die.
He got
And
shot in
she's
the
just
butt.
so shocked. She's just like, what? And I'm like, I swear it's fine. She's like, well, I see on the news that they just open fire into crowds. I'm like, I mean, yeah, that could happen, but it's not gonna happen.
She makes
to
it sound
you.
like we're living in Rwanda. Jesus fucking Christ.
She was
Shout
so
out
scared.
to Rwanda.
No.
I don't think Rwanda has as many mass shootings as we do.
Nora.
Nora, where's Rwanda?
No.
For the rain come from Africa. Is that wrong?
Fuck. Do we stay on Nora's little...
No, we gotta leave. We gotta leave that
But
behind.
the feedback that we've gotten is that we don't listen to each other. We just...
That's fine.
We
What's
don't
next?
We shouldn't listen to that.
I don't even remember what I
You've
said.
been just fucking joking about Rwanda. There's not shootings there.
I'm sure there are. I'm just thinking of, like, not the white guy, trench coat, white, shooting that we know.
The mall shooter.
Right. Is it because they're all black?
It wasn't racial.
My God.
I'm just painting
Back
a
to you,
picture.
Allie.
Okay. Any other guesses of what's free and cheap in New York?
I know all the food markets, if they have like a festival, they cap the price typically. So some of them like have like a $6 cap, $10 cap, which is really exciting because then you can sample all the foods and not spend too much money.
Visit Little Island came up on this list, which I thought was kind of stupid. I don't
Little
know if
Island.
it's on this list. I haven't read it all the way through.
Little Island's such a dumbass thing.
No,
I still
know.
haven't been, but I know y'all
It's
took
so
my
dumb.
dog and got kicked out.
No
Dude.
dogs allowed.
I've been there twice and I hated it both times.
Why?
Same. It's
What's
so
wrong with
annoying.
it?
It's like overly crowded.
There's nothing there.
It's not
'Cause it's
handicap
a-
accessible.
Because it's a
Do
tiny
you
island.
have a handicap we should know about?
My back,
Oh,
which you would know if you have ever read any of my text messages.
we're that kind of friends,
Um,
listener.
But yeah, it every time I go there, it's like everyone's really smelly, like really
What are you
smelly.
talking
I don't know
about?
why. There's
It's
just
really,
an odor.
There's a lot of tourists there.
Listen,
So many smelly tourists.
Allie, I've known Allie for years now, and I've recently, in the last like 6 months, found out that she has a sensitive nose.
So
Yeah,
sensitive.
she does.
I can
How are
smell
you
anything.
friends with us? Surely we reek.
No.
I can't smell right now because I've
But I'm also
got
like,
the vid.
I'm used to your scent. But one time I was upstairs, like when I was a child, my dad brought home Wendy's and I could sniff out the exact meal
Ew,
that he brought home.
that makes me ill.
I don't like that.
Sensitive little nose.
No, I
Anyway,
shower every day.
You could bird watch for free.
What?
yeah, that's number 9 on the list. How would you know?
Is it?
No. Number 9 is take a trip to Little Paris, which I never even
What the fuck is Little
knew of.
Paris?
Where is it?
It's the center street in Soho.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It was,
Fuck
I
you,
guess,
Paris.
christened by Emily in Paris, which is
First
bullshit.
of all,
Emily in Paris
Soho?
is a terrible show. It's a great show to hate watch. I don't know if either of y'all have
Emily in
tried it.
Italy.
I can't get through it, but Allie loves it.
Fucking love it.
You
wait
love
for-
it like to hate watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Allie's
It's
a
so
real
good.
good hate watcher.
I will hate binge anything.
Yeah, but she talks during all of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Me last night watching the P. Diddy documentary on Hulu with AJ, I couldn't stop talking. I was like, oh my God, did you know that? And AJ's like, literally, I'm trying to go to sleep.
Did you mean shit his pants, AJ?
Shit his pants. AJ stayed with me last night and he took a melatonin. I was trying to pass out on the couch, but I had my P. Diddy documentary on and I wasn't shutting that off for nobody.
Why didn't you just put him in your bed?
He won't sleep in my bed. I don't know why.
There's
He's a-
certain lines we don't cross in this friend group.
He walks in my door and goes, I'm about to blow up your bathroom.
So much for
Haven't
that
seen him in 3
line.
weeks.
That's funny because
Yeah.
right before he came over, he was having dinner with me, and I was like, why are you here? Are you staying with me?" And he's like, "No, I'm gonna make my way to Allie's." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Huh?"
I know, I was cleaning the apartment and I realized AJ was in New York. Should
No,
his
I
pants-
had no
I
idea.
had no idea.
No, yeah, he texted me and goes, I heard the Puss Palace has been hit with the plague. Are you healthy? Can I stay with you?
He's like trying to find one place to stay that's clean.
But I'm also like, he's had my spare key this whole time, so I was like, were you just never going to give me my key back?
Listener, Nora and I call our place Pussy Palace.
Yeah, I guess we need to explain that.
Yeah, I've been listening and trying to respond.
Okay, Ride the Staten Island Ferry came in at number 12.
Fuck off with that
fucking
fucking
ferry.
I've never
ferry.
ridden it.
Oh, I have.
I have.
What are your thoughts?
It's stupid. You just go and cross the damn river and then you go back.
Okay. Number 13 is watch one of the many parades in person. Fuck
No, fuck that.
Ew.
Who?
Unless it's Pride. Pride's
it's
the
Pride.
only acceptable
Stop
parade.
shutting down Fifth Avenue. I'm tired of
Dude,
it.
I used to live off Fifth Avenue, and
you said that.
Sorry, I'm telling you, my brain. My street got shut down every other month for a fucking parade, and the police won't let me into my apartment.
Yeah, can you explain that? Like when you have to go show your ID or
Yeah.
mail? Like,
Yeah.
In New York, they will just shut off your street and then not let you in unless you prove you live there.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, my ID did not have my address at the time. So I would just not be allowed in my home.
What's a toughie?
They do that too with drivers. Have you seen that where they've shut down a street, but then people who own a car and then need to get into the street to park, they have to show their fucking ID for proof.
What if you were
I mean, that
renting?
makes sense because what if you're just trying to like drive down
And
parade goers?
kill the parade goers.
That happens nowadays.
Grand
It
Theft
does
Auto, that
happen
shit.
quite
Yeah, why
often.
do people keep doing that?
Easy targets.
I don't know, Nora. I don't know. Death is crazy.
I should become like a reporter. I've got questions for these people.
Why do you keep doing that? Why?
Can you imagine me like interviewing serial killers? I'm like, why do you do that?
You'd be like the crunchy, crunchy of the bones. I don't.
I'm like, did you ever think about eating them? Yes or no?
What other questions
You ever
would
tasted
ask?
human skin? Would you fry it like pork rinds?
Oh my god.
Okay, number 14, take a self-guided literary walking tour of Brooklyn. That seems like some shit you would do, Tara.
That sounds horrible.
Which part? Brooklyn?
The
I do
Brooklyn
Brooklyn.
Public Library. They whipped up a walking tour featuring some of your favorite authors.
There's the ghost tour, Mark Twain's house in West Village.
Oh yeah, rats, let us know. Should we do a ghosty episode for what's it called? Halloween?
Let's do a ghosty episode.
Ooh,
ghosty toasty.
Ghosty, ghosty,
Great idea,
ghosty.
Tara.
Thank you. I got some ideas up in
I
this little
feel
noodle.
like it was my idea, but I'm not gonna belabor the point.
19's Walk the High Line.
The fucking High Line is one of the worst experiences in Manhattan. Tourists, skip it.
What should a tourist do in Manhattan?
Fucking go to brunch, get wasted.
Drag queen brunch.
That's way more
we
fun.
gotta go. There's other ones on here that seem very uninteresting, like watching a sports game outside of Hudson Yards,
What?
What sports
the
game?
Botanical Gardens,
I
That
haven't
sucks.
been. Wait, it sucks.
I've never been.
Okay, Nora.
Ogle, the architecture in Greenwood Cemetery. No thanks.
I don't want to ogle anything in the cemetery.
They want us to
Ogle
ogle.
this.
Listener, she just grabbed her right titty.
Ooh, go kayaking in the Hudson River.
I've done that.
Never.
It's
No, you have
free.
not.
I did do that.
When?
When I first moved to New York, listener, I moved here with an ex-boyfriend. Shout out. So we were kind of like trying to do all the New York things because we thought we'd only be here for 3 years, but I just never left.
Did you
Still
get
has-
sprayed on by the
Yeah,
Hudson?
yeah.
Ew.
And there was a guy there, and he had a GoPro on his head. But you don't understand. They
This is
have
like
you,
2013.
Yeah, they have you in like the tiniest section of the Hudson. Like it's like
It's
roped,
roped
off,
off.
and everyone's just within like a. I don't know.
so you can't,
size.
like, you can't
just
kayak
explore.
across it.
No,
No.
There's
you're
too
just-
much boat
There's
traffic.
It's
so,
so
many
stupid.
people in just like one little roped off square.
Were you over by the big boat?
Yeah, that's where it is. It's by the Intrepid.
Thank you.
The
That's what I meant
Intrepid
by
is
that.
a
is that on the
boat.
list?
No, the Intrepid is expensive.
Yeah, the Intrepid's
How
expensive.
much?
It's like $50
Rat
ticket.
Pack. The Intrepid is like a military boat that sits
it
on the
active?
Hudson. No, I don't really know
Well,
what
it is and it isn't. Like they
It's
can't.
ready to-
It's
to
ready
rock
to go,
in
but
case
like
the
it's
Hudson gets
yeah, it's got a
attacked.
bunch of old aircraft sitting on top of it. It's like a double museum, and then there's a submarine on the other side that you can. It's actually really cool to explore.
So if Manhattan was attacked,
They would
they
probably-
launch the Intrepid?
They would probably
What about all the tourists?
they would kick them off the
You
boat
know,
and be like,
There's
we
no
gotta
time
go.
for that. They just got to be
They
a part
got
of the
they
war.
got to put their little
they
helmets on and
have-
enter the battle.
They have
Yeah.
like the fastest like jet plane that went from New York to London. They just redid it, and that sits on the Intrepid, and they like brought it through the Hudson to go get like refurbished. So all
This
those
isn't-
planes are still active.
I've got another episode idea. Listeners, let us know if you're interested. Fleet Week.
I love. Oh, you guys, you don't understand. I've been
I
trying to
love
bag a
Fleet
sailor
Week.
at Fleet Week for
Listen,
years, and I've been unsuccessful every
only-
year.
They're all gay.
That's what I'm saying.
They are! Dude, go to Hell's Kitchen during Fleet Week and you tell me.
I mean, Hell's Kitchen.
I was gonna say the only way we can do Fleet Week is if one of y'all bags a sailor.
Done.
Well, I'm gonna have to clear the chlamydia first.
Real quick, just an educational aside. We've been calling the wrong STI the clap.
We did learn this.
The clap-on.
The clap is
Unless
not chlamydia, we
My
found
Google
out.
search lied to me.
What do you think the clap is?
Chlamydia.
I sent it to Allie.
Well, we now have
It's-
researched it. It says it's gonorrhea, so we don't know what we're talking about.
And the reason because Nora didn't believe me, and this is why I Googled it.
I still don't believe her. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
When you have, I guess, gonorrhea, not chlamydia, we'll have to call a doctor, I guess, to confirm this. They would clap their genitals to get the crust off to pee.
I don't think that's real. I don't know where
I
she
learned it in
this.
school.
She just keeps going. I learned it in school. First of all, what
Who
teacher
teaches that in school?
That's
It was one of
so
my history classes
unnecessary.
in college.
History? I hate Texas.
Texas education. This is what they start with.
Oh my god, I just got
And
nauseous
we
thinking
still
about
don't know if
fucking
it's-
crusty ass labia.
But like that still doesn't explain why it would be called the clap. They're just hitting their
Genitalia.
What labia makes that much noise flapping together? Like this,
I'm
I'm
picturing-
imagining
I'm
like Eeyore's
picturing a-
fucking ears
I think
slapping
It's
together.
so funny y'all both pictured a vagina. I was picturing a penis.
Well, even if it's a to slap around their dick. Rat Pack boys, do y'all slap your dick?
Anyway, that's all I had on my list of things to talk about today.
Wait, I had some things to say.
Really? 'Cause it's a podcast and we've been recording for a while. What's up? What's up, baby girl?
I don't know. I was really distracted all night. I couldn't sleep, so I'm a little groggy.
What do you mean distracted?
My, well, if you must know, my incision wounds are healing splendidly. However, the scabs are half off.
I'm quitting the podcast.
And every time I rolled, my scabs would try to
Tara,
peel off.
Stop.
I thought about getting up and getting my cuticle clippers
What
to
the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh my
Is that wrong?
On that note,
I got fucking gonorrhea in the eyes. I got some crusties going on.
you gotta smack them off.
You want me to slap your face?
Someone
I'm
smack
smacking these eyelids out of my fucking mind. I can't take it
smack her in
anymore.
the face.
How would y'all have removed your scabs?
All right, Rad, that was Cheap New York and STDs.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Rats, we love you, and I'm so sorry we didn't have a prepared episode. We'll come back hard next week.
No, we won't.
Yeah, I'll have an outline.
As always, thanks for listening. If you're interested in even more bad advice, scurry on over to Instagram and TikTok at Bad Advice Only NYC. We're begging you. Download and rate the show and leave us a review. Talk to you next Monday.
Stay tuned, rats.